Okay, so this is our official course wrap up. I can't believe it's already week 16. It's crazy. So basically, I like to wrap things up in a nice, neat little bow so that we all know where we stand at the end of the course. So, number one, final exam. They have all been graded. Um, all of the data has been recorded. Uh, no, no real problems with any items except for one I had to. It was coded incorrectly. It was one about the factorial ANOVA. Um, Let me see. What was it? It was about the assumption test, and it was coded incorrectly. But I fixed that, so everybody should have points for that. Um, but I went through, finished all of the grading. Everything has been posted. You should be able to see all your grades and everything like that. Um, Ultimately, great job on the exams. I don't know how many people worked together or how many people didn't, but pretty good responses um, in the class, and so that's always a good thing. I'm kind of curious as how the idea of did you want to work in a group? Did you not work in a group? Was it easier? Was it harder? And again, like I said earlier, um, you can ultimately do the exam by yourself and then meet with a group to just kind of confirm and see like this is what I got. What did you get? I think that's really kind of the best way of doing it. But in any case, I'm really pleased with how that came out. Um, Final grades. So everything in the course has been graded. Um, I appreciate your patience with all of that. But grades aren't due to the 16th of May, and here it is, the 3rd of May, and we're already done. So your grades are already completed. What I am going to do, I can't even input the grades into Banner yet, which is crazy because I'm done grading, but I can't actually submit your grades. So what I'm going to do is when Banner opens, I will go ahead and put the stuff into Banner. If you go right now into Blackboard, you should see your final grade. Your final grade will be either the grade that you see or maybe a little bit higher. Uh, it will not be lower. So understand that. And if you have any issues or you see anything, let me know. We don't have a ton of grading experiences in this class, so I'm pretty confident that things should match up pretty well. What else is there? I appreciate y'all your discussions and all, especially talking about the ones about um, looking at the example of research that I provided with you, all your thoughtful comments and things like that. That I read them and I appreciate them, and your metacognitive papers and podcasts and all of the things that you did is really great. So I appreciate all of those things and thank you. Uh, Finally, thank you for being great students. I know that this course is, I love this course. I love statistics. I love reading about and talking about and doing these type of things. But I completely understand that you all come from different areas in academia and different areas and professions, and maybe statistics is not your thing. And I completely understand that because the same way, I had to take a zoology class when I was an undergrad, and I absolutely hated the course, not because there's anything wrong with zoology, but because it's not my area, and it didn't really have any applicability to what I was going to do um, once I got out of school. And it's still true. There are still a lot of things that I can appreciate about zoology, but I'm not working in that field. But I'm glad to have learned some things about animals and things like that. So there is some positives about that. But I get it. I understand. And the thing that I want you to take from this course, if you don't take anything else, if you can't run a statistical procedure in the future, what I do hope you are able to take from this course is understanding statistics is a very positive thing. And you shouldn't allow somebody to tell you that you should use a particular intervention or you should do this or you should do that or use this technique because I say so. When they say that this thing that you're going to do is better than another thing that you could possibly do, you should be able to look up and use the knowledge that has been given to you, that you've acquired in this course, and determine for yourself. That is the biggest skill that you can get from this class, is being a good consumer of research, being able to look for yourself, look at the research, look at the study, and at least be able to say, well, this method that they're using makes no sense, or I can interpret the results a little bit better. I understand what a correlation is. I understand what analysis of variance is. I understand the difference between a sample and a population. That is the thing that is the most helpful for you to gain from this course. And I hope that you get that. For those of you who are going to be doing thesis or dissertations, I hope that you're able to actually do and run the things that that you're going to need to do for your thesis or dissertation. Looking at the test, I have full confidence that you can run all of the things that we've talked about in this course, no problem. And the thing is if you go to another course, you have a foundation, because like I said in the first week, statistics are just tools. Every statistical procedure is a simple new tool that you can use. The tools that we have acquired in this course are very basic and very simple, but the thing is, the more advanced tools build upon the tools that we have now. So think about it like an ANOVA may be a wrench. And when you learn something more complex like factorial Mankova, that isn't a different tool. It is a different type of wrench. Maybe it is a more advanced wrench. Maybe it's a powered wrench. But it's still a wrench. The functions are similar, but a little bit different. There's a slight twist on it. So the point is that in the future, if you go to a more advanced statistics course, you're not talking a completely different language. You have the basis to do so. And with that being said, I teach a CSP 823 with some multivariate statistics, also known as experimental design and research, or in education. I believe that's the name. You're more than welcome to take that course. It's a great course. I think that course is even better than this course because now we're doing cooler statistics and you have a basis for it. And I think that the statistics that we learn there are even more applicable to your research, because now you have a lot more different tools to do a lot more different things, and we don't have to start all the way from the beginning. So that's a great course for you to take, and hopefully a lot of you consider it. It's a fun course, and I teach it the same way, but it's even better, and it's less work because we do a lot more statistics in it. So I take it slightly different. It is a more doctoral course. Finally, again, thank you for being great students. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate the criticisms and things that that you ask me for, because I learn and say, okay, these people are asking for these things. How can I incorporate that into the larger course for next semester or next time I teach this course? So I really appreciate you all. My students mean a ton to me. If you ever need anything, just contact me. You have my my contact information. You have my cell phone number. Just feel free to contact me if you have questions about statistics in general. If you have questions about courses, if you have questions about academia or professional development stuff. I've been in academia for since 2015, working as a professor. So I know some things, got tenure, done a couple of things, worked a couple of cool jobs and things like that. So let me know if you ever have any question. I appreciate hearing from my students. Even if you need somebody to serve on the committee, if you just need me to look over something and you have a question about using this thing versus using another technique, just let me know. I'm here for you. I appreciate y'all. I hope you have a great semester. I hope you learned a lot. And with that, I'll be seeing you. Let me know. Don't be a stranger.